Hi guys, today I would really love to talk a little bit more about our emotions and how they can be triggered in nowadays time a little bit more than usual. Today I want to talk about anger and because some of us might be angry and when is this time going to stop or um, everybody can be a little bit emotionally strained right now. So there are certain ways how we can recognize, when we're angry, and how can we be softer, practice more compassion, and de-escalate certain situations. Triggers that can produce anger responses are as abundant as ever, whether it's be financial anxiety, health concerns, uncertainty over the future, challenges with children, misunderstandings at work, at school, lack of sleep, any event that increases our uncertainty or a sense of loss of control can trigger our body's psychological response and can um, let us be angry. And with that, usually our thinking kind of narrows down. We become, in a way, a little bit unintelligent. It decreases our communication skills. We feel kind of resentful, or possibly say things that we might regret later. So we want to make sure that, we pay attention to those triggers, and instead of you know, being like, oh, everything is okay, just calm down, we can create results by um, acting versus reacting, meaning, you know, um, acting is being aware, intentional, thoughtful. So it's important to take a moment to notice our own reactions and responses within our body and mind. So it may be as simple as pausing and counting to 10, taking a deep breath to collect our thoughts, or simply being aware enough to manage like this fight, flight, or freeze response. Um, a mindful pause, however slight, can really help us generate compassion for ourselves and others. We're going to be able to recognize overwhelming stress, trauma, emotional hurts, that causes people to do or say things, because, and then we realize we've been there too, right? So, taking that mindful pause will help us or be inspired to take more creative actions, right? And that starts by paying attention to body language. Um, so if we the way we hold our faces and bodies is immensely powerful, right? So it's good for us to know that if we are under stress, we're probably going to change our faces. We're going to be defensively. Are we crossing our arms? Are we adopting aggressive hands on the hips posture? Right? Are we going to be rolling our eyes? Are we going to furrowing our brows? Right? So body language can be vastly more important than just any words we say. And if what we say doesn't match up with our body language, our words will be barely a whisper, or the other way around. So it's really, if you wanted to project calmness because you want that situation to calm down, then it's through eye contact, through an open, exposed, relaxed hand gesture, offering personal space, even if it's maybe difficult at that time. But it's really, what do I want to achieve in this situation, because it's your safety too. So we want to make sure that we really pay attention to our safety and create more of that awareness versus that reactive moment. Um, and again, taking a mindful pause. I mean, obviously there's no magic words that can be said to bring somebody down when they're angry. So what can we do to generate and communicate that I'm not your enemy, and that is, for instance, by inviting them, asking them questions, as we mentioned before in other videos. I can see you're angry. Can you tell me more about that, right? Because it kind of shows to that person that you care. It creates that empathetic environment. It kind of helps that person feel heard, and gives us insight as to what might play behind the anger. It also focuses the attention on, escalating or de-escalating like the person's thinking brain, right? Um, with like a balance between the emotions too. So when someone is trying to tell you what they most want you to understand, then it, it shows you that obviously we haven't been paying attention. But if we are able to open up with questions and saying, I can see you're angry, can you tell me more about that? Then in that way, at least we're giving that person the opportunity to be heard, and we don't have to take on those emotions. Again, we can just feel a lot of compassion for them, being aware my safety is first. What can I do to de-escalate that situation, right? And really embrace this approach, because it will have a positive effect on your safety, and it also harnesses the power of human connection, right? Asking questions, having a lot of compassion, and yeah, it's just important for our mental and emotional health. I hope this helped. Thanks again for joining. I am looking forward to the next video. Until then, lots of love. Bye bye.